It's your girl Taylor Patrice, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It, baby. Let's talk about it. The place where we talk about the foolery that goes on the WWW. That's right, the World Wide Web. And today, we have a lot to unpack. A couple of days ago, I was scrolling on my TL, and I came across this video of a black content creator by the name of Winnie Parker. I believe that's her name. And I have been seeing her content a lot lately on my TikTok. And for some reason, I was just like, I'm not really like messing with her vibe. And you know, like TikTok, what they like to do is they like to push a content creator. Like once they hit your timeline once, they finna hit it again and again and again. And so that's what TikTok was doing. Obviously, she done did something right with the algorithm because they was sending her to my For You page. But I just never followed. I think her original content was dating content. But how I came across her is when that whole like Keith Lee debacle came about. And she said she wanted to be like the Keith Lee for hairdressers in Atlanta. So then that's what was going on. Okay. Had no idea that she was doing dating content. Like I literally only saw the hair content and that was it. But baby, the other day, the video that I saw of Miss Winnie Parker was quite disturbing. And I wanted to come on here and talk about it because I think that we need to bring awareness to these things. And yeah, so let's just run a clip.
I'm gonna say something controversial and I don't care because I've been thinking about it a lot. It is better to have a following over a black following. Before I go any further, this does not mean that I do not appreciate the people that support me and love me, okay? That's not what this means. But it is very obvious that black people do not really support black creators. And we wonder why we don't get these huge creators the way that we get these huge creators. And then we complain about it. But we're not supporting each other. And the black creators that do have millions of followers, have a huge fan base, usually have a mixed following. For example, Jackie Aina. Believe it or not, Jackie Aina has a large community following. Monet, a large following. Fanita, a large following. Quinlan Blackwell. I don't know if you guys remember this, but a couple of years ago, she was roasted by the black community because she was so involved in the white community. But what's funny is it's the people and the community that are getting them millions and millions of followers that are boosting their careers. Of course, there are nuances here. It's not black and white, no pun intended, but that's really the gist of things. We don't support as much as people support.
Okay, so there's so much to say here. But before I get into what I want to say now, I want to play for you guys the video that I created in response to her video on all social media platforms. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. Sometimes you gotta just do your research before you get on the internet and just say anything. An influencer by the name of Winnie Parker decided to get on the internet and said that it's better to have a white following opposed to a black one.
It's better to have a following over a black following.
Now, in a follow-up video that she made, she said the reason why she said this was because her views on a particular sponsored post didn't do very well. But if you really sat and did your research, baby, you would know that the bigger influencers that you referenced in your first video, views for sponsored posts don't necessarily do the best either. But because they have a bigger following than you, obviously they're going to get more views. But this was the part that killed me. Baby girl did a sponsorship with Macy's. The people that shop at Macy's are not predominantly black. Why did you have high expectations as a black content creator that has a black following that the video was going to go good? Stop blaming black women for not being supportive. Because for you to come online and say that black women are mean, as a black woman,
black women are mean.
Instead of asking your black community, why aren't you guys receptive to this type of content? It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, obviously, I said what I said, and she didn't like what I had to say. And I was just so upset because I feel like I missed a lot of points that I wanted to make, which is why I'm coming on YouTube and making a long form video about it. Because, baby, when you post it on all three platforms, that's TikTok, that's Instagram and your YouTube shorts, baby, you gotta have everything under a minute. And that's how I do my social media. Because YouTube shorts only allows you to post up to 60 seconds, then I make my videos be 60 seconds so that I can just post it across. And even then, it was still a minute and 4 seconds. So like it got cut off on YouTube. So Winnie did see my video, and baby girl didn't like what I had to say. And she responded to my video saying, hold on, let me put it in. She responded to my video by saying, I have made it very clear in multiple videos. Now that I used the wrong word and have apologized for that. What I, in all caps, meant is that, oh wait, there's more, is that in order to really blow up, you need a mixed following. She also said, it's a simple concept that y'all are taking in all caps, running with. And she also said, also the black community needs to do a better job at supporting their creatives because we really don't. Now, when she said that we don't really support our black creatives, I definitely can agree to an extent. I think that the people that's in your community, the people that you know, I think that it's important to support their content, especially if you like it. Like, I'm not going around telling you to just go and support some shit that you don't fuck with, but if you fuck with that content and like it's your friend or your family or whatever, I don't see why you wouldn't like repost or reshare, because you do that shit for famous people. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why you would do that for somebody that you don't know, but you wouldn't do it for somebody that you do. Which is why I be removing myself from motherfuckers, because baby, maybe you'll support my ass if you don't be around me. Baby, maybe you'll support me if you're not around, okay? Maybe you'll support me if you don't really know me for real. Maybe you'll support me if I'm not outside, because y'all don't. However, Winnie, it's not giving that. And I'm gonna tell y'all why it's not giving that. When she said it's simple, a simple concept that y'all are taking and running with, I had to respond. Because she also made another video that I wasn't aware of, which is why I went and I looked at her other video. And so in her other video, she goes on to say this.
Because this brand reaches out to me. They see my engagement on videos. They see you guys supporting my dating videos and stuff like that, right? And my hair videos and stuff. And they're like, oh, these are great numbers. These are great numbers. And then when they actually hire me and pay me, I post the video and it does terribly. Nobody interacts with it. It's like, where is that support? But besides that, a lot of you guys are mean as hell. Like, some of y'all, like I said, that support me, you're sweet. Like, I appreciate it. But some of y'all are just straight up haters. Like, and I genuinely feel like black women are fucking mean.
And so now I'm really confused, because you made a point to comment on my video and tell me that you've made other videos just to sit here and say that all of this stemmed from the lack of support on a sponsored post. But before I even dive into that, let me tell you my response. I said, I don't think I'm running with anything. I looked at the first 2 videos you made, so anything after that I didn't see. But the fact that the original video is still up speaks volumes. Before I even read the rest of what I said, to this day that you guys are seeing it, her original video is still up. It's probably still up because it's running her numbers up. People were pissed. When I originally saw the video, people were upset and were commenting on the video. Okay, people were commenting. At this point, people were stitching the video. By the time I created my response, people were stitching the video. And by the time I posted it on Instagram, she had turned all of her comments off. The fact that you still have the video up speaks volumes, because obviously you have upset people. You have went on your platform and apologized and said that's not what you meant. But if that wasn't what you meant, wouldn't you have deleted the video? But no, baby, you gonna sit there and run the numbers up, which I think is crazy. And that's why I said it speaks volumes. So now I'm questioning your character. Because to be frustrated at something not working in your favor, it looks like you're new to content creation. And we're gonna get into that in a minute. But it looks like you're new at content creation, so like you're not really used to how things work. I've been in the game for a very long time. I've been behind the scenes doing social media marketing and all of that stuff, so like I know how things work. Sorry, like your sponsored content for the most part isn't about to do like the best, like especially if it's just like you go into a store, which it was. She went to Macy's. This is my other point. I hear you when you talk about we can support each other within the comment. The other part of this issue is what I stated in my video. Not to mention the way the algorithm pushes content. Okay, so before I get to the pushes content part, what I stated in my video, as you guys saw, was you had a sponsorship with Macy's. I'm not mad at you for having a sponsorship with Macy's. Honestly, that is amazing. That is a big business. Congratulations for obtaining that sponsorship. However, for you to have high expectations for a store like Macy's that predominantly black people don't shop at doesn't logically make sense to me. Why would you have high expectations for black people to support your content if they can't relate? Like if I don't shop there, like you want me because I like you to just, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's just so unrealistic to have expectations to gain support from people that like don't genuinely like your stuff. Like I'm not reposting, like for me, I'm not reposting a song, a picture. I'm not even liking that shit. I'm not commenting on it if I don't like it. Like, it doesn't make sense to sit here and hype something up that you don't like. Like, just keep it scrolling. Like, it might be a song I don't like. Like, it might be an artist that I really fuck with, but that song just wasn't it for me. And I'm not about to sit here and be like, make sure you go and stream. Like, no, bitch, because I don't like that fucking song. So it's just like, for you to say that all of this stemmed from your lack of education is crazy, and it's very distasteful to me. Like, how do you just blame black people as a whole for you? I don't know if this was her first brand deal. Like, I kind of did a little swipey swipe, but I'm going to assume like it was her first like major brand deal. Like, you being upset. Ask your followers what they want to see. Ask your followers what it is that they're looking for. Study other content creators, because you mentioned other content creators. And here's the thing, the content creators that you mentioned don't even have a predominantly white following, like you said in your video. And you mentioned Jackie Aina, which she has gotten shit for a lot of things. I love me some Jackie Aina, girl. But people was chewing her ass up back in the day for something that she didn't even do. Like, it was some bullshit. They was chewing her ass up. It was a lot of us. It was a lot of white people. She was getting chewed out, and that's how it works. Like, it's not like it just be one-sided. So for you to go on here and say that, and you're not even coming with facts, lets me know everything. Like, you were upset that your video, because at the time that I saw the video, and at the time that I had posted this, I want to say she only had 9,000 views. That video is up to like 94 at the moment, 94,000. So, like, you were just upset, but then it's like, then go do your fucking research. Anyway, and then I said, but to get online and say black women are just mean as a black woman in content creation, in the content creation space, doesn't help black women. And she didn't respond. She didn't have anything to say, because at this point in time, I think that a lot of people were chewing her ass out, as they should, because now you're lacking accountability. And that's one thing about me, baby. Like, take ownership for your shit. You started your video out with, I know I'm about to ruffle some feathers, but I don't care. Obviously, you care. Obviously, you care. You care. You turned off your comments, but you still got that video up. Girl. So then my friend commented, shout out to Brooklyn. If you're watching this video, I love you. One thing about Brooklyn, she gonna motherfucking speak her mind. This is what Brooklyn have to say. She said her issue is that she started by accusing black people, her primary audience, which is so true. Your audience is majority black. And you started off the video by saying, I'd rather have a white audience. Like, I just feel like if you still follow this girl and you're a black girl, bombastic, side-eye. Bombastic, side-eye. Cause yeah, please stay far away from me. After seeing, here's the thing, the original comment, like, yeah, it definitely made me upset and made me look at you like, ugh. But the lack of accountability, I'll never follow you. And I just feel like we gotta do a better job at holding people accountable. But I digress. But she said, of not doing enough. When her real reason, and this is the part I really wanted to get into, when her real reason is that she just wants a larger pool of people to reach. Black people are literally a minority. So there would be no way you would match a following of a creator with a mixed audience with the numbers of a black audience. You heard her? Do I need to say it again for the people in the back? Black people are literally a minority. So there would be no way you would match a following of a creator with a mixed audience with the numbers of a black audience. Brooklyn, you better motherfucking preach. Because things don't be clicking with these motherfuckers. I don't get it. If you wanted a bigger audience, then do the research to reach the masses. But this is the thing. Honestly, I feel like it's giving she's not comfortable in her black skin. And if you listen to her tone of voice, she also has a biracial child. I feel like she's one of those black women that probably got made fun of as a black woman for being what people like to call an Oreo. And I don't agree with that term. However, I do feel like when you try to remove yourself so far from being black, because that's what it kind of is giving here, it's kind of giving you hate yourself. It's kind of giving you don't love yourself. It's kind of giving you don't love the skin that you're in. It's kind of giving you don't want to be black. But this was the part that got me, because Brooklyn was really talking her shit. She said, and secondly, TikTok has confused the girls on how long it takes to build a strong and loyal audience that actually converts engagement into dollars. TikTok has confused the girls on how long it takes to build a strong and loyal audience that actually converts engagement into dollars. This comment by far was the most realest comment ever, because TikTok has confused y'all motherfuckers. TikTok is a platform that you can grow real fast. I'm talking about quick as hell. People was growing on TikTok faster than they was growing on YouTube. Raven Elise has been on YouTube for 12 plus years, but has the same amount of following on TikTok that she does on YouTube. TikTok got y'all motherfuckers thinking just because you go viral that you are a content creator. Just because you go viral doesn't mean that those followers that you gain from that viral video are sustainable. Let's be fucking for real. How often do you see the people that you follow on your For You page? TikTok is designed to push new and trending content, period. So if your content isn't trending, it's hard to have an audience that is engaging, because TikTok is only pushing what is popular. So if you were doing what was popular, then they gonna push your shit, which is why you gain those followers. But if that shit no longer popular and people don't really know who you are, you're really not showing your personality, motherfuckers don't know who you are, and you're no longer relevant because you're not doing shit that's popular. So what do? They push new content creators or people that are just, doing shit to go viral. Like, baby, there's a difference between going viral and being a content creator. And at this point, if you on TikTok and you done went viral and you got 100K, doesn't make you a content creator. Sorry to tell you, TikTok done got y'all's heads fucked up. TikTok fucked y'all's heads up. Y'all really out here thinking that y'all content creators just because you went viral. If your audience don't fuck with you, how you a content creator? Now you done fucked up your bag, because now your audience don't fuck with you. Study the people that are going viral and that do have a consistent following and a great audience, an engaging audience. It takes time to build an engaging audience. People out here feel so entitled just because they go viral to share my shit. Bitch, if I don't like your shit, I'm not sharing it. You've got to find the trendy way to do something but still be yourself. End of story. But if this was your way, because it seems like this was her way of getting and gaining a white racist following, you know, a following that also hates black women, then to each his own. I guess your marketing strategy worked. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that she's full of shit, or do you kind of see where she's coming from? Well, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one because, baby, we have a lot to talk about.